Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Deb's Way coming to you, and I'm Deb, okay? And I'm here just to talk about what a whirlwind this beginning of 2020 has been for me and my husband. It has been quite a start to the new year. First of all, shortly after the holidays, my stove started acting up. You know, after the holiday sales and everything, my stove goes on the blitz. Yeah. So we thought we'd had it repaired for the same problem before, and it was a burner that kept going out on us. And this time, what the burner did was, while I was cooking, it just kind of took off on its own. And really, it was supposed to be set at like a medium heat, and it went really, really red heat, red hot. So what I was cooking burned. And at first I thought, what did I do to burn it? Did I not watch it and it just got overdone? No, what happened was that the burner itself went to be like coal red. And that happened more than one time, so I knew it wasn't just me not watching what I was cooking, it was the burner. And so I talked to my husband, and yes, at first he was going to call our very favorite repair guy to come out, and then he started thinking that it sounded like it could be a computer problem anyway, since the burner was working, but it wasn't working properly. It was getting wrong signals as far as how hot to be. So anyway, he decided we'd just go looking for a new stove. I think the stove that we did have, my husband bought before my time here, and it's probably 9 or 10 years old. That's not too old for a stove. But nowadays, I don't think they are built to last anymore, not like they were, before. So anyway, we went and looked for stoves basically at Lowe's and Home Depot, okay? My husband likes to shop at Lowe's especially. And we found a stove. So we're getting a new one delivered here in another week or so. And it's going to be the one that has a ceramic top on the top of it instead of actual separate burners. I had one in the past, and I didn't have any issues with it, really. William wasn't too keen on getting one until we went looking for them and found out that, you know what, they just really don't do the burner stoves like we had, the electric burner type stoves that we had. They don't have that many out anymore. It's either a few gas, or you get these humongous stoves that are really nice, but way too much for me. And then you get the ceramic top. So we went with a ceramic top. And I think it'll do just fine. So I'm looking forward to getting that. And once again, that's another major piece of furniture or appliance in the house that has been replaced that I chose. And now that may not be a biggie to a lot of people, but for me, when I came into a house that had been furnished with a different wife, expressing her tastes and selecting the furniture. Yeah, I have pieces of my own furniture throughout the house as well, but there's still some of the previous wife here. And I don't mean to make that sound real negative. I don't mean it to be negative. It's just not my taste, but the furniture is in rooms that I don't necessarily spend a lot of time in, so it doesn't bother me. It's just that, you know what? If I replaced it, yeah, I'd be okay with that too, but I still wouldn't spend that much time in those rooms, so no biggie. I have my own furniture, my own belongings in the rooms that I spend my time in, and that's what's important to me. In the kitchen, we've done a lot of work there with new cupboards, new refrigerator, now a new stove, there's a new pantry, and the bathrooms we refurbed a little while ago too, so there's my selection of things in there too. And of course in the master bedroom, my look is in there. In the kitchen, going back to the kitchen again, the dishwasher is years old, and I'm sure within the next year, maybe next Christmas time, it will be replaced as well. So hey, you know what, the kitchen's going to be totally mine by next year. So anyway, it's not a bad thing, having somebody else's furniture in here, but it just doesn't feel like mine. And I know my husband doesn't understand that. Hopefully you kind of understand what I'm getting at. And it's not that it's bad, it's just somebody else's taste, you know, in my house. It's like going to a motel room. Even though you're comfortable there and you like the furnishings and everything's just fine, you would have selected something else to go in the room, you know, to make it yours. So that's kind of how I feel. But I'm getting there, room by room, bit by bit. Little things are being put in the rooms that are me, okay? So anyway, I kind of got off on a little tangent there, I think. First thing, I'm getting a new stove. That's the one thing. That's how we started the year, okay? Then, well, William has been dealing with mobility issues, and he's decided that he's going to go for a wheelchair through the VA, and with that wheelchair will come a lift for the car. So he started thinking that instead of putting a lift on the back of the car we did have, which in a couple of years we'd more than likely be replacing, he decided that we needed to go looking for a new car to put the lift on now, and it would be good for, you know, like 4 or 5 years for sure, without even thinking about changing it. So we went looking at new cars. We spent several days going to a couple of dealers, you know, maybe 3, 4. Anyway, looking in detail, talking to the salespeople, getting offers, that sort of thing. And finally, after the last day of the search, okay, well, yeah, it would be, we bought. Anyway, we ended up getting a new car. And I like it. It's a nice little SUV. It's what they consider a mid-size SUV. And it's a good size for me. And it's comfortable for William, which is important also. And so we're all set up. We've got that. It's a nice car, brand new, you know, no problems in putting a lift on there. And we're good to go for several years without even thinking about switching to another car, hopefully. So we got that taken care of. And then, of course, was the camera trade that I decided to do. And I'm glad about that. You know, I went for a totally autofocus, a totally auto camera, and now have this new Canon, which I do love. So I'm pleased with that. That was my change that I initiated. But it took time to make the selection after I decided to explain to William what I needed to do. And then just this past weekend, we finally got all of the Christmas decorations and the Christmas tree packed up, put in the bags that they are stored in, and taken out to the storage shed. So Christmas has been stored away for another year, finally. And we are a couple of weeks behind time in getting all that done. We started doing it a few weeks ago, and took some of it, the bins out to the storage shed, and then got caught up in this shopping for a stove and shopping for a new car and all this kind of stuff, which kind of delayed us finishing the job. But it's all done. The house is put back into shape, back into order, and I've done a little cleaning around here. Things are looking more normal now. So Christmas is over, sad to say. And then to top it all off, well, okay, I think it's to top it all off. It's a major thing for me anyway. On Christmas Day, our cleaning lady called us. And yes, I do have a cleaning lady. William had a cleaning lady before I even came into the picture. And we continued with her after we got married. She retired about a year ago. And we started having her daughter come to clean for us. And I guess the previous cleaning lady has had some health issues recently. So her daughter now has taken some time off to stay with her mother and take care of her needs. But we don't know for how long she's going to be off work. So I'm having to fill in and do the work, the housework around here, the cleaning, the dusting, the vacuuming. And William is helping me with a few things too, so that's good. I don't mind doing it, but this is a bigger house than what I normally have had in the past. So yeah, it's a little bit more work. And having help doing it, great. So I have things back in shape now after we've taken down all the Christmas decorations. And I hope it stays that way until the cleaning lady comes back. And I hope that's real soon. Not that I'm being stingy or anything like that. I hope that our mother's doing well too. Jan was like more than a friend of the family. She was a part of my husband's family. They seem to be that close, and I think a world of Jan too. She is a great lady. She accepted me into the family very readily, and she loved Ginger. So, and she also, I think she watches some of my videos. I know she watches me on Facebook every now and then, but anyway. Her daughter is the same. You know, we're getting to know her too, but Jan was in my life for, the past 5-6 years since I've known William, and she was in his life for about 10 years prior to that. So, yeah, she was a part of the family. So, yes, I'm taking care of the house cleaning, house chores, totally. Well, with William's help, but you know how that goes. So I'm sitting here wondering what's going to be next. You know, I mean, so far we've gone through several things in just a matter of weeks here in the year 2020. What is going to be next? And the only thing that I know might be next is the dishwasher. Yeah. But we're not looking for one yet. This one still works. But by the next holiday roll around, I think we'll be looking for dishwashers. So that's what I came on to tell you about today, was how the start of this new year, 2020, how it's been for us. And hopefully it's not going to get too much worse than this. We can take it. You know, we're dealing with it. Incident by incident, we're dealing with it. So anyway, I hope you're all having a great day out there. I hope your 2020 started a bit more smoothly than ours did, definitely. And you all take care, but we'll be talking again real soon, okay? Bye for now.